It's taken a long time to get to this point, but it really does feel like we're finally on the edge of seeing vertical takeoff and landing aircraft become part of everyday life. At least if you live around Miami. Archer Aviation has just laid out some pretty exciting plans, and if they play out the way the company expects, air taxis could soon be a real option instead of a futuristic idea we only talk about. Archer, which has serious backing from automotive heavyweight Stellantis, looks like one of the closest companies to actually putting VTOL aircraft into regular service. Their aircraft is called Midnight, and it's designed to carry up to 4 passengers at a time. On a single charge, it's expected to cover distances of up to 100 miles, while cruising at speeds that could reach around 150 miles per hour. Those numbers are kind of perfect for short hops between busy cities. That's where things get really interesting. Archer says Midnight is meant for crowded urban areas, where getting around by car can feel painfully slow. A trip that might take hours in traffic could be cut down to about 20 minutes in the air. If that turns out to be true, it's not just about convenience, but also about saving time, money, and a whole lot of frustration. The aircraft itself doesn't seem to be the biggest obstacle anymore. Midnight is already in an advanced stage of development. The real challenge has been building the infrastructure to support these flights. Archer clearly knows this, and the plans it recently revealed for the Miami area show that it's taking that problem head-on. According to the company, the Miami air taxi network would link places like Miami, West Palm Beach, Boca Raton, and Fort Lauderdale. It would use a mix of existing helipads and brand new vertiports that are still to be built. On top of that, Archer wants to connect all 3 major airports in the region: Miami International, Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International, and Palm Beach International, making airport transfers much quicker than they are today. Not every vertiport location has been locked in yet, but Archer has already shared some of the sites it plans to use. That includes existing helipads at places like Hard Rock Stadium and the Apogee Golf Club. Through a deal with real estate giant Related Ross, Archer will also get access to a vertiport that will be built as part of a new downtown development in West Palm Beach. Another new vertiport is planned for Miami's Little Haiti, developed by Dragon Global. Archer hasn't given an exact start date for Miami operations, but looking at what's happening in other cities, it may not be too far off. In some locations, the company has hinted that flights could begin as soon as next year, so Miami may not be waiting very long. Los Angeles is a great example of how serious Archer is about moving fast. Just last month, the company announced it had purchased an entire airport in the LA area. We're talking about Hawthorne Airport, also known as Jack Northrop Field, which happens to be close to major hotspots like downtown Los Angeles and SoFi Stadium. Midnight is expected to start making appearances in LA as early as next year, after being named the air taxi partner for the 2026 World Cup. A couple of years later, it's set to play an even bigger role as the official air taxi for the 2028 Olympic and Paralympic Games. That's a massive stage to prove this technology actually works. Archer has already mapped out a pretty ambitious air taxi network for Los Angeles. Vertipads are planned for locations like LAX, the University of Southern California, Orange County, Santa Monica, Hollywood Burbank, Long Beach, and Van Nuys. Even SoFi Stadium, home of the LA Rams, could eventually have its own vertiport. Another major city on Archer's early operations list is New York. The company revealed plans earlier this year that focus on flying passengers from Manhattan to the city's major airports. Similar ideas are also being developed for San Francisco, showing that Archer is thinking big and nationwide. To support all of this, Archer is setting up large-scale production with the help of Stellantis. Midnight VTOLs will be built at a new 400,000-square-foot facility at Covington Municipal Airport in Georgia. The production lines were originally expected to start up by the end of this year, although it's not completely clear if that timeline is still on track. When production does ramp up, it will start slow, with just 2 aircraft per month. Over time, though, Archer expects that number to grow significantly, eventually reaching as many as 54 VTOLs every month. That total includes aircraft for civilian air taxi services, as well as units being produced for the U.S. Air Force. On the defense side, Archer has also teamed up with Anduril on a project that uses Midnight's electric powertrain in a tail-sitting drone called Omen. It's a reminder that this technology isn't just limited to passenger transport. As for Midnight itself, the aircraft uses a pretty complex electric setup. It has 6 independent battery packs connected to electric motors that drive a total of 12 propellers. 6 tilt propellers at the front of the wing handle forward flight, while 6 rear propellers are dedicated to vertical takeoff and landing. Exactly how this setup will translate to the Omen drone hasn't been revealed yet, but it shows just how flexible this electric VTOL platform could become.